The whole world is waiting for 2021 and finally it is here. We have learned the importance of so many things in 2020, like how important it is to have a goal so that you have something to look forward to each day. It is important to take your health seriously and not just stay stuck with weight loss, because there's so much more to health and fitness than just weight loss. It is so important to have emergency funds so that if by any chance you lose your job, you can still take care of your expenses until you find an alternate income source. And most importantly, 2020 has taught us the importance of relationships and human connection. Having learned so much in just a year, I think it's time to start implementing those learnings and make 2021 the best year yet. Let's work on our goals and make things happen. Well, this is going to be an interactive video, so you can pause after each section and then write down your answers in your journal. You can also use the free editable and printable PDF that I've created just for you. You can find the link to it in the description box below, but I highly recommend that you watch this video alongside working in your workbook so that you understand what we are doing and why. So let's start planning. This video is going to be divided into two parts. Part 1 is to reflect and review your 2020. This is a vital part of the planning process which I ignored for a very long time. I always thought that I don't need to look back at the past and I need to just move forward towards the future. But it is so important to recall what we learned, to appreciate all those learnings, and then find a way to implement those learnings in the new year. If we don't do that, then everything that we learned in the year goes to waste. Think of it this way. You need to know where you are right now so that you can get the right directions to go where you want to go or to go to your destination. So let's start by reviewing and reflecting back on our 2020. We're going to start with my favorite exercise to set the mood and to increase our vibration. We're going to start with gratitude. So write down 3 things that you're grateful for in 2020. I know that 2020 wasn't really the best year ever, but I'm sure that out of the 365 days, you would be able to find at least 3 things that you're grateful for. Maybe you still have a job, whereas a lot of people got fired this year. Maybe you're all well, whereas a lot of people got COVID-19 and a lot of them died because of it. Maybe you're able to get in touch with your friends and family that you did not speak to for a long time. Maybe you finally got the time to learn that skill or to work on that goal that you've been putting off for a long time because you did not have the time. Maybe you were able to give your body the much needed rest after you've been overworking your body for some time now. Now, I want you to write down the goals that you were able to achieve this year. This is going to show you that you are able to achieve the things that you set your mind to. It is going to act as an encouragement and a motivation. Okay, now answer this. What are some goals that I was not able to achieve this year and why? This is where the learning part is. You're going to learn some amazing things, like maybe this goal wasn't really what you really want, or this goal did not really make you happy, which is why you blew it off. Or maybe the way with which you approach this goal isn't what really works for you. This will help you understand that going forward, you should not adopt this way for your goals. You should instead opt for a way that helped you achieve the goals that we talked about in the previous question. And now, write down one thing which was the highlight of the year, something which made you feel proud of yourself. When you appreciate yourself, you're basically encouraging yourself to do more, just like when you encourage your friend, they want to do more. And the self-appreciation, self-care, self-reward is the best kind of motivator. I mean, if you won't root for yourself, then who will? And now, let's move to part 2 of the video, which is to plan your 2021. So we're going to start by creating a theme for the year. This theme is basically like a compass. So you know that the compass always points in the north direction, and just like that, this theme is going to point you towards the feeling or intention that you're setting for the new year. So my theme for 2020 was consistent. I wanted to be so consistent with everything I do, with all my goals, with all my habits, and everything else that I intended to do in 2020. Some examples for the theme could be growth, productive, explore, be bold, balance, space, patience, committed, etc. Once you have set your theme, it is so important to create a plan so that you successfully embody that theme throughout the year. But most of the time, we forget about our theme because life gets in the way. Life will always get in the way. So create a list of things that you can do to live your theme throughout the year. If you feel stuck or stagnant, then refer back to this list to get on track and bring your theme back to life. So for 2020, my list included things like use the 5-second rule, plan my day, visualize, follow micro habits, and don't wait to feel like it. Well, now that we have a broad idea of how we want our year to look like, it's time to move ahead and get started with the goal setting. First, we're going to start with redefining your success. We usually do things according to what looks like success to the society. But sit down and actually figure out what success looks like to you. Define what success means to you, not what it means to your parents or your partner or your friends or your colleagues or your manager or Instagram or whatever, but what it means to you. Success is what would make you happy and proud of yourself, and not what would make others feel proud of you while you feel like crap. So if a 9-to-5 corporate job isn't what gives you job satisfaction, then that is not success for you, even though your family feels super proud of you. So far, we have come to know what we have learned in 2020, and we also know what success looks like to us. Now let's move on to the next section, which is to create a list of every single thing you want to get done in 2021. Dump out every single thing without even thinking about whether it is big or small. Whatever comes to your mind, simply write it down. This brain dump is actually going to help you clear your mind so that you can think more clearly. You don't want to be overwhelmed with so many to-dos and tasks and goals while you're mapping out your new year. Well, now that you have a laundry list of everything you want to do in 2021, read every single task and pick 3 most important goals that you want to accomplish in 2021 no matter what. These 3 goals are the kind of goals that are going to make you feel like this year was a success when you achieve them. We don't want to focus on 15 different things at a time, because if you do that, you would be able to get nothing done. We want to zone in and work on just 3 things with laser focus. Basically, we are prioritizing our goals and focusing on things that are going to contribute the most to our growth and happiness. Since we are focusing on our growth and happiness, make sure that the goals that you're setting for yourself are the goals that have factors within your control. For example, for my YouTube channel, setting the goal of having 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year isn't really a good goal because it has so many different factors that are out of my control. Instead, the right goal for me would be to post a video every single week, or that I want to be consistent with posting videos on the channel. Here, there are so many factors that are within my control, and there aren't as many external factors involved as with the previous goal. Now let's come up with some fun goals for 2021. These are the kind of goals that you want to accomplish in 2021, but you won't feel disappointed if you don't get them completed. So these can be the goals that are left out in your brain dump. You want to work on them when you are not working on your main goals or when you want to do something for a change, but these goals are not your main priorities. And now comes the even more exciting and fun part, planning for the 3 big goals that you have. Now first, I want you to break down your big goal into 4 sub-goals for each quarter of the year. This is going to look very different for everyone and for every goal depending upon what goal you have. For example, my goal is to post 1 video every week. So in the year 2020, I have to post 53 videos. And this means that in 1 quarter, I have to roughly post 13 videos. Now that you have your sub-goals in front of you, it's time to come up with an action plan. And for that, you need some action items or tasks that you need to get done in order to complete those goals. So dump out every single action item that you can think of for you to accomplish your quarterly goal. Don't worry about chronology, just make a list of every action item. For example, I have to come up with 13 video ideas, record those videos, edit them, create thumbnails, and create a trailer to promote them on Instagram. By this time, you have your goals, your sub-goals, and all the action items that you need to complete in order to accomplish that goal. Well, now all you need to do is come up with an action plan so that you can work towards accomplishing those goals. and this is where your work begins. Remember, we created a list of all the things you learned in 2020 in part 1 of this video? Refer back to that list and come up with an action plan that helped you achieve your goals in 2020. The reason for this is that every single person is different, and so what works for me might or might not work for you. If I give you a strategy that works for me but then it doesn't work for you, you'll end up getting frustrated and you'll think that there is something wrong with you, which is not true. So I leave this action plan part up to you. But if you really need some inspiration, then make sure that you check out this video in which I've shared some different strategies using which you can plan your day for work from home, and you can use this video as an inspiration to come up with an action plan for yourself. So we have taken care of our goals and dreams, but you would be able to achieve those goals and dreams by the help of habits and what you do every day. The secret of your success lies in your daily routine. Plus, you can't fully ignore other areas of your life and just focus on your goals. So in the final 2 sections of this video, let's take care of every single area of your life, like finances, work, self-growth, health, relationships, and fun. List down one habit that you want to make in every single area of your life and keep it simple. For example, you might want to make the habit of transferring X amount of money every single week or every single month to your savings account. Or you might want to make the habit of having your dinner 3 hours before you go to bed. These actions might look small when done in a day, but over time they're going to compound and give you big results. Now, for each of these areas, think of one habit that you want to break. For example, you might want to stop snoozing the alarm in the morning to increase your productivity for your work. Or you might want to stop using your phone while you're having dinner with your family. So far, we have reflected on our 2020 and reviewed what we have learned. We also planned our 2021, including goal setting and taking care of each area of our life. If you haven't already, make sure that you grab your free 2021 planning workbook by clicking the link in the description box. This is an editable PDF, which means that you can simply open it with any tool of your liking and start typing in your answers. You can also print it out and write in ink, or you can annotate it on your iPad or tablet. Also, let me know what are your big 3 goals for 2021 in the comment section below. And for more content on personal growth, productivity, and lifestyle design, make sure that you check out these 2 videos right here and subscribe to my channel by pressing this button. I will see you soon in the next video. Until then, keep loving, keep dreaming. This is Ruchika Srivastava signing off.